Man, Dwayne Johnson's really, like, desperate for fucking money. I honestly, I don't blame him, but, like, damn, bro. Hey, so this is just an unscripted, unprompted video. I literally just found out this news prior to hitting the record button, so we're just gonna ramble for a bit, okay? So, for anyone who doesn't know, it was recently announced that Disney is producing a live-action remake of Moana featuring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson reprising his classic role as Maui. And guys, what the fuck are we doing here? Now, obviously, this is bad because the Disney live-action remakes are bad. All of them are bad. The closest we have to a good live-action remake is The Jungle Book, and that's not a great movie anyway. Like, it's the most tolerable out of all of them. You can watch it, and it's not going to give you a heart attack in 12 years. All of these remakes, however, suck. They are not good at all. They are terrible. They're soulless, bland pieces of corporate garbage designed to make people point at the screen and do the funny face and go, oh my god, I remember when that happened. Yeah, no shit, you remember when that happened. You could just watch the other movies any damn time. You don't have to see this. You don't have to do this. To an extent, I can understand where Disney are coming from in a cynical way. Oh, if we make new big budget live action versions of these classic movies, then people who grew up with them, who are now adults, can sit down and watch it again and they can quote unquote feel the same magic. However, the problem with Moana is that the small children who grew up with Moana are still growing up because Moana came out 7 years ago. Now, I was beyond the point of being a small child to grow up with the movie. I was 14 when Moana came out, so I wasn't growing up with Moana. I watched it, I liked it, I loved Tamatoa, great stuff, but I did not grow up with the movie. The 4 to 5-year-olds who sat with their parents and watched Moana, they're still children, they're still growing up. They're not going to be like, oh wow, look, I remember this from when I was a little kid. No, they're going to look at that and go, wow, cool, I guess. I believe this remake exists because Dwayne Johnson is really feeling like shit after Black Adam flopped and his big live-action Black Adam series flopped. And so he's desperately trying to get another big franchise with his face in it. Because they would have just made, like, a Moana sequel were it not for The Rock being like, no, I want people to see my face. I want to be big and cool and tough and swag and epic. And also, I never want to lose a fight, ever. I'm never going to lose a fight. You're never going to see me get dunked on. Which is why I think Tamatoa probably won't be in the movie, because Tamatoa beats up Maui pretty bad. And yeah, I'm segueing now into Tamatoa. Tamatoa is my favorite part of Moana. His scene, his song, his performance, his design, everything about him is so perfectly executed. I love it to pieces. He's got one of my favorite Disney songs. He's got a absolutely banging voice. I love Jermaine Clement. Love that guy. Huge fan. Shout out to him. Flight of the Conchords was pretty damn good. Loved him in Rio. There are 3 routes they're going to take with Tamatoa in live action. Number 1, they're going to keep him exactly the same as he was, except they're gonna somehow make him the wrong type of animal. They're doing it with Sebastian in the new Little Mermaid, so I'm not entirely putting it past them for this one. I mean, they could stuff it up completely, make him a crab that can't breathe underwater. Number 2 is that they're going to include Tamatoa, but they're going to cut his song and he's not going to have a voice. They're going to take him seriously. What I mean by that is that Tamatoa will appear in the movie, but he'll just be like a big generic sea monster that they have to fight. He won't be able to talk, and it'll just be like boring. It'll be a waste of time. The third option, and possibly the most likely in my mind, is that they're just not going to include him at all. They're not going to have him in the movie at all. Maybe at best they'll have like a reference to him, but no, he's not going to appear in the movie. I'm very confident on that. The reason being is that Shiny is the most colorful, spontaneous, energetic sequence in the entire movie, and there's no way they're going to be able to do that in live action and make it look anywhere near good enough to match the cartoon, so therefore they're just not going to have him in the movie, which is a shame, because Tamatoa is like my favorite part of Moana, but they're not going to include him, or if they do, they're going to ruin him. Great stuff. Also, apparently, the actress who voiced Moana in the original, whose name I can't remember, but I'll put it on the screen right now, is also rumored to be coming back. So, my question is, why are you doing this? Why the fuck are you doing this movie? If you're bringing back the lead actors to play the same characters, and you're making a remake of a movie that's not even 10 years old, why bother? What is the point? Dwayne, Dwayne Johnson, look at me, man. Look me in my eye. What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Just join a Marvel movie, dickhead. At least then you'll get to be in a live-action franchise, you fucking bastard. Goddamn. Wow. That's so cool. I love that. I'm honestly concerned for the trend this might start, because if this Moana remake does well at the box office, Disney might get the wrong idea and go, well, now we can just remake whatever the fuck we want. And then they're gonna greenlight a live-action Coco and a live-action Encanto and a live-action Zootopia, and I don't want to live in that world. If it gets to the point where there's a live-action Zootopia, I'm going to take a very long walk off of a short cliff. I swear to you, Disney, you're not gonna get me. You're not gonna get me. Get out of my head. Get out of my head.